Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Global Digital
Digital
Success
things.
Talk.
Talk.
So today we have a special guest. She is joining us all the way from the UK. So she will be with us in a few minutes, but let's first introduce ourselves to the viewers. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but I reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry and I'm a digital business owner.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Jessie. My name is Yesenia. Everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm original from Cuba. I live right now in Ontario, Canada. I'm a wife. I'm also a nurse. I also own a business online.
Hi everyone. Happy Sunday. It's afternoon here. I'm currently in Mexico. I'm originally from Kenya. My name is Melissa. I'm a digital business owner and I'm a hotelier by professional.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I'm originally from Mexico, but I live in the United States. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandma. I work for the school system as a teacher assistant, and I'm also a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, Melissa, Jesse, and Isabel. Okay, so we just want to remind our audience that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinars at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that day.
All right. So this live webinar happened last Thursday, September 27th, and our host was Malu. She's a banker, risk and compliance, and the panelists we have Jill. She's a head HR recruitment professional. We had Sharon, a certified public accountant, and we had Lynn. She's a nurse, and Elizabeth, a former QC inspector, and right now, guys, she's a job quitter. Thank you to this
Woo!
business. Woohoo! So all these people gonna be here on they were on the live on September 27th. So you can watch the reply, register, we send you the link. And next ones are Tuesdays and Thursday. So next Tuesday. But we still have some more people coming up, and Melissa I think is just going to read who also was there.
Okay, so the rest of the panelists, we had Seda, who is a childcare educator. We have Rose, who is a former government employee. And we have Sydney, who is a teacher.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Melissa. We also want to let everyone know that all replays have subtitles in any languages. So you can pick if English is not too strong for you, you can pick a subtitle in your language and you should be able to watch the replay. Also, our live webinars also have subtitles in 5 languages. So they have it in Tagalog, Spanish, French, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So if you speak any of those languages, there are subtitles on the live webinar now available for those languages. Okay, so let's bring our guest to the studio. Hi, Kate. Thank you for coming.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good
Hi.
afternoon, or good evening. It's actually evening here in the UK, but all with energy.
Mhm.
And my name is Kate, and I'm a proud mom of two, and I'm a wife, and also a CEO of my own digital business.
Thank you, Kate. Yeah, we just want to showcase you see how global we are. Like Kate is from the
Yes,
UK, we have Mexico, Canada,
absolutely.
US. Yes. Okay, so let's go with the first question.
Okay, so Kate, the first question for you is what motivated you to explore owning a digital business, especially with your background?
Yes. Before I answer that question, I would like to really thank everyone here, my the co-hosts, for having me. It's a pleasure. These beautiful ladies, they inspire me. They're successful with their own digital businesses, and to be honest, I've only just started quite recently, but I was on maternity when I come across this opportunity. And now, because of this, how great and amazing the digital business, I have actually extended my maternity, and I'm looking forward to probably not go back to my old job. So we'll find out. Yes, I am claiming it. I believe so much in the system that it
Amen.
inspires me, and I'm enjoying every bit of what I do in this digital business. But to answer you the question, I'll be straightforward. It's my children. My children and my peace of mind are my motivations to explore owning a digital business. When I was on maternity leave, well, I'm still on maternity, but I would say it should have ended up a couple of months ago. But I mentioned, when I came across this business, I have decided to extend it because, I have seen so much result in just couple of months, and it's really exciting. So when I was on maternity, I have several challenges. I faced several challenges that affected some areas in my life, especially my family. Some of them I've never imagined we would encounter, and that was a turning point for us. As a highly skilled professional in healthcare industry with a well-paying job, I realized that the traditional working environment doesn't really always offer or support a balanced, healthy, and a happy life, especially when you're a mom. And that actually inspired me to look for something else that would help me, um, create more time for my kids or my family, because in the healthcare industry it's always kind of like long shifts. And I mean, everyone in there, one of our co-hosts as well is a nurse, so
Mhm.
she definitely understands what I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Kate, for your inspiring stories. Believe you me, we can relate with you. We've had several
Yeah.
interviews with these beautiful ladies here, and for most of the people we interview them, we can relate with their stories. Like there's at that point where you had to make a turning point in your life because of the desire that you really wanted at that particular moment. Yeah, we have different whys, but we have the same goal. And for me, what really pushed me to embark on my own digital business journey is because I just found myself here in Mexico. I mean, newlywed, with so much expectations. My profession, as I said before, I'm a hotelier, but then of course things are never the same when you are in a new country as a new immigrant. And I remember that day when I was just scrolling through my computer, and this ad just came, and it related so much with me. And it was an ad from my coach all the way from Canada, and her story is more or less the same like you, because she was on maternity leave, just gotten her second, is it the second baby? I think the third baby. And she was at that point where she was thinking, oh my God, this baby, the way, I can only imagine you're holding that baby and you're thinking my maternity leave is just about to end. And how I related with her story, even though I'm not a mother yet, is the fact that she's an immigrant, and in Canada, and I'm an immigrant. I'm an immigrant here in Mexico. Sorry. And the struggles of and the challenges, most of us immigrants when that we face when we shift and we move to another country, it's not the same. Like, for example, back in our countries, and I think this could be the same thing probably in your country, that sometimes it's easy to go back to work after your maternity leave because you can leave your child to your grandmother, your aunt. And actually in my country we normally have someone who can take care of your children. Even in fact, they stay with you at home, so you can go to work and they stay with you. You can, it's so easy. But then the challenges of being an immigrant, when you move to another country and realize, oh, life is different, it puts you at a point where like you have to make a decision. So thank you so much for sharing your story. And it's just as you said that we are from different countries, we have different backgrounds, but all of us, we are enjoying this journey of working online. Like, this business does not, you know, your profession, your background, it doesn't matter. All you need is,
Absolutely.
yeah, that mindset of embarking on your own journey. So thank you so much for sharing your story. We can totally
Yes.
relate with you.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, I think I forgot to mention in my introduction that I came originally. I'm from the Philippines, but
Uh-huh.
I live now in the UK for more than a decade, and I agree with you. Especially during the start of my maternity leave, I miss my family so much. It's easier, and there you don't need to arrange for childcare. There's always someone who give you a lending hand. We probably get friends and families here, but everyone's working. Everyone get family of their own, so it's kind of challenging.
Yes. Yes.
I will say, Kate, I relate with you when you talk about the healthcare, and I was just listening what you were saying, and it's just, as is our profession is always on the go, and we're always taking care of people, and it get a toll on you, get it in a moment, you get mentally exhausted, because we see so many things in our on our line of work, and we enjoy what we do, but in my case, most of like I realized I started working new nurse, graduate 2021 after when COVID started. So I started
Oh,
working in 2020 as a nurse. I started business in 2021. But when I started as a nurse, I realized that most of my coworkers they have 2 to 3 jobs. Yes,
Mm.
we were really needed because the COVID, all the pandemic, all of that,
yeah.
but there were a lot of people were not offering full times, there was a lot of part times, and you know what I mean. I mean, you have to be on your phone
You-
waiting for those
yes.
extra chef to become chef, to beat it in, making sure you get that, and it was a
Yeah.
nightmare. Most of so then you were at work all the time, or you didn't have time for yourself or even for your family. So yes, I relate to you, and that's one of the reasons I started looking for something else. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want anything on nursing related because it's draining. When I'm there, I give it all, but I don't know. I need to find something else, and that's when I
Yes.
realized that, the one of my coworkers, she was always talking, oh, about my business. I own a business online. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. A little bit afraid, but I was like, oh, that sounds something that but I was like camera shy. So I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But the important thing is that you say you have to have your goals, and like for your kids, that was your goal. My goal was like, I need to mm, have more time for me and my husband, and I need to have more economical reason to help my family back home. So yes, I really relate to you. Like our healthcare is really is
Mhm.
like, I love what I do. It's really draining, and it's a way to say that I'm working for myself. I'm doing something for myself, and yeah, this business had given me that power, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Wonderful. It's beautiful story. That's what motivates me as well. Everyone in the digital business, a very supportive team, is a very beautiful story in their own, and it's really inspiring.
Thank you. Um, okay, so Jesse, we're gonna go for the next question.
Okay, Kate, I do have a second question. Are you ready? Yay!
Yes, I'm ready. I'm
Yes.
excited.
All right. How do you first come across this digital business opportunity?
So when I think it was at the start, or oh, no, towards the end, or I'm nearly towards the end of my maternity leave, paid leave at least. And I've already mentioned that for the first part, or even before I gave birth, I had difficult situations. And one night I reflected and actually prayed for it. And I said, I needed to find a way for me to be able to balance motherhood life and my personal well-being and career in general. One that will allow me to spend more time with family, one that would allow me or give me time to look after myself. And then it's the power of social media. Like everyone else, I've just come across an ad online, and it resonated with me. And like everyone else, I was skeptic. But when I've learned about the business, its background, its basic, that's it. I'm in, and the rest is history. And I'll talk. We can talk about it later on. But it's when I was scrolling and I was just, I think it was my little one, it was sleeping, and I had time to look at my phone, because sometimes, when you're a new mom, I'm not a new mom to my second child. The only time you can rest is when your little one is asleep. So I was gonna take that opportunity to rest as well, but I don't know, I just took my phone, was just scrolling and searching. Believe me, I've tried and researched other things as well. I've come across other things too, look at it, but it just doesn't fit for a mom like me. And when I found this, it was like, that's it. The only thing I've said to myself, why have I only known this? Why have I not known, or known about this a lot sooner? I could have started with it a lot sooner. A lot of people are now successful, and this business has been helping a lot of families worldwide.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. As I said before, I knew about the business. I didn't knew online. No, I didn't knew if like watching a YouTube or Facebook ads. I just knew because my coworker, she actually was on the business, so that's one the reason that I know about the business. But I always got like, wow, I didn't found this early. In the beginning, I started, like as I said before, I was looking for a work, like a second job. I didn't thought, I don't know, I didn't, for where I came from, it's so hard. You never thought about owning something yourself. You never thought about having your own business. That's not even on your mind, you know. When they told me that I'm gonna be like the, how you say, the CEO of your own company, and you're gonna be in charge, it was a little bit challenging. Changing that mentality, because I always have worked for someone else since I'm a kid. That's what they teach me. My parents, my grandparents. You go to school, you get a degree, you work for someone else, and that's how you
Correct.
make money. That's the only way, because we don't came for a rich family. We didn't came for like a goal, like someone developed. So it's just having that. And then when I saw, it was like, I saw the opportunity, I thought of myself, I was like what I'm thinking, who I am to think that we be able to succeed on something like that. Who I am to know owning something, like owning a business. And I got a little bit of doubt on that part, like, but you know what, I was like, why not? If you other people out there can do it, why not? So, like, it's hard. Like, we all came up for like show this business on different way, and that's one of the reasons that we do this. We do these interviews and all of that, so we can show the people this business opportunity, because that's like, we want to bring awareness. We want to show the whole world that this is an opportunity that each person can be doing at home without leaving your work, without, like, you can do this at home anytime. And that's the good part about this business, the flexibility and the opportunity that give you the worldwide, because we are all around the world. So
Yes.
yes.
It's for me, it's like I would like to show more moms and more people how a blessing this is to me and my family. And I wish we could tell everyone that. That's why we're doing this.
Mhm.
And this digital business, I consider it as a blessing. It's an opportunity, probably the greatest I've ever heard. And the only regret is, yes, why have we not known about this? It's because it's not traditional, and that's the power of social media. We've come across this kind of opportunity on the right place, on the right time in someone's life.
Yes. Yeah, I totally resonate with your story, because it's the same thing, like I found this opportunity because of a setback. Last year I work in the movie industry, so last year they had a loan strike for about 8 months. So I was looking for something else, and I already kind of was doing something else on the side, and I've been watching like so many ads pop up, but for some reason I didn't click them. But this one, when I saw this one, I was like, you know what, let's give it a try. Why do I, let's watch it. So I watched it, and then like I piqued my interest, what they were saying. And because I love to travel. So one of the things that I love about the business, that made me decide is, the portability of the business, because I've been looking for something like this for so long, but I didn't found it. So because of this setback, like it was a blessing. It turned out to be a blessing.
Mhm.
um, so when I saw all these things, and I went in and found out more information, I checked all the boxes of the things that I was looking in a business.
Yeah.
And this is the what I love about the business, the portability, the flexibility. I can take it with me anywhere. I have aging parents, so with this business, I'm gonna be able to enjoy them now that they can, like travel and do things together. And eventually, I will be able to take care of them, because with my the job that I have in the film industry, we usually work like 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it won't allow me to be with them. And so that's when I found this. It was amazing, and I was about to join another business. That was the thing. Like, I was about to, but when this come up, and then I compared this business to the other one, I say, okay, bye to the other
No.
one, good to this one. Yeah, because there's so many things that we're going to talk later on, but there's so
Yeah.
many things that we get on this business that other business doesn't have. And one of those are the things that actually made me also decide to join this business. And I'm very grateful and blessed to have found it. And I wish, like you,
Grateful.
I wish I could have found it earlier.
Absolutely, absolutely. And since I've known about this, I've always been excited and looking forward.
Yes, I think all of us are.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for the next question.
Okay, Kate, what steps did you take to transition into becoming a digital business owner?
Oh, I love this question. I'm really excited to share this information to our audience. So, I've come across a beautiful ad that resonated me. I've joined a free webinar. Okay, so this is the wonderful thing about it. It's free. It's risk free at the same time. Free webinar and risk free. So I've done that, and it gave me background fundamentals about the business, and I was like, I love this. I love this. And there is like kind of a second stage where it will give me more chance to know about the business, and it will give me time as well to digest the information. But the first one is already that. And then I said, I'm gonna go for this. So it's like I paid for like what I call a entrepreneur membership. It's one time. And this is kind of like it's like paying for a course. If you want to level up your skill, say you're an entrepreneur or you're in a healthcare field, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to pay for a course. So it's the same with this. So I've done that, and it gave me the magic, the what I call the best system that I've ever heard. And I agree with Sandy. It's just take everything that I'm looking for if I'm gonna go on a business venture. I don't have a business background. Obviously, I'm in a for my whole life. I've studied healthcare, did postgraduate studies as well, and I've reached to a point where I'm happy with my career professionally. And but then I've come to a point where my priorities change,
Mhm.
and it's the most important priorities, and it's a priority my children and my motivation that I would never trade in for the world. And if there's any way for me to spend more time with them and be able to be present in every milestone, I'll go for it. Something that would, of course, make sure that it also works for me. So after that, immediately I receive a coaching call and I've started with a fundamental training. The good thing about this is it gave me time to see if this is the one that fits for me. So, it allows me to test and try. Okay. And I didn't even need that time. I was like, let's go for it. I want to start as soon as possible. I mean, like, are you serious? I mean, why are you giving people, let's go for it? And, it's beautiful because it's risk free. You've got time to digest. If it's for you, try it. If not, a money back guarantee, which is, the one time membership, which is only, I mean, I've seen different opportunities as well online, but it asks for a big amount of money, and this one is just like paying for a really, they should have charged more for a really beautiful kind of an hour uh, um, presentation. It shows you the fundamentals, the system, so you would understand and see if that's one if it would work for you. And whenever I pay for a course, like if I want to up my skills for something else, sometimes you don't get the value for the money that you pay, and I pay more than what I paid here, and I was like, wow. I think it's gold mine. It's gold mine. And
Yes.
then that's it. The rest is history. I've started my digital business and now I own a thriving digital business. Not for long, but I can already see the result and it's amazing.
Thank you so much, Kate, for sharing. And you couldn't have said it any better than that. It was well explained on the steps we need to take to join this business. But it all starts with our free webinar, right? A lot of people don't want to take the time to watch it, but if you take the time to watch it, you can really understand what the business is about and see if this is for you. So you have, the free webinar. After that, like you said, you will pay the one-time membership of $149. And that's nothing, for what the membership is going to get you. It's nothing because you're going to get a lot in return for that money. And like you said, it's 90-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can always ask for a refund. You will get your money back with no questions asked. And when you pay the 149, you will get more information about the business apart from the webinar. So it will be explained to you with more details, a lot better about what is it that we do in this business. So, we always say if you're a mom and you are a stay-home mom, especially if you're looking for something to do from home or from anywhere while you take care of your family, this is the way to go because honestly, you can do it, from anywhere at any time, day, night, uh, just with a couple hours a day. So um, our training is very well detailed to where you will learn, even if you don't have any experience in computers or social media, it doesn't matter because the training was, you know, when it was made, it was taught for somebody that didn't have any experience before. So thank you so much for sharing. And yes, I think you said it very well.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Kate. So we're gonna go with the next question. Okay. So as a mother and parent, why do you believe having an online business is essential?
But for me, I think I've already said a few times that when you have such an important or huge motivation in your life, which are my children and my peace of mind in a sense that I'll give you an example. Sometimes when you have to take a short notice leave because one of your kid is not well, sometimes in my field it's so difficult because I'm also taking care of like kind of a patient or my job is really important. Someone is also relying on me. And when you deal with life, short notice is not a good thing. And I completely understand this, but sometimes that's when a mom guilt comes in. And you're really going to have to choose. And this is for a true experience. Before I gave birth, I had a lot of uh, times when my big girl, my school girl, was getting sick a lot during the winter period. And I've already done unpaid leave, short notice leave, and everything. And me and my husband have to juggle which one is doing the next one or this one. And it's just so it was just so unfortunate for her to be on that state. I mean, she's in the age where her immune system, talking about it in a healthcare way, and we've already done, I'm very grateful that we've done all the checks to just to make sure. And it's just unlucky. And she was born in 2019. A year after that, we know it was COVID, remember, right? And babies during this time for 2 years, they were bound at home. And I was told by one of the pediatricians that there's a lot of cases where it's the same, because instead of their immune system starting to build up, they were bound at home. So when they were out after all the lockdowns, that's it. So theirs is slightly different. So and I'm really grateful that everything is fine, but it's just that I was and I was pregnant that time. So imagine the stress. I cannot, at one point, I cannot even have it, because no, you can't anymore. You've already asked for it. And also my husband has to change jobs few times just to make sure that it fits on our family needs. And at the same time, thinking all about our financial obligation and on, and my kid needing, a care. But for me, right there and then, I've chose my kid. I'm really sorry, but I took unpaid leave and everything else. So that is a true story. And that this was before I gave birth. And a lot of few things. And I said, that was difficult. And now I have two. And I had similar things happen after my pregnancy. So and I said, how am I going to go back to work with this situation? The little ones are so fragile. And my husband is on probation because he has to change different jobs. So he can't just take a leave. And it's a real story. I mean, I'm very proud of my job. I love it, and it paid way for me to do all the things that I dreamed before. I've worked hard for it. I've done few studies to level up my skills and knowledge. But it just doesn't work for like a family life. And at the same time, it's starting to kind of hit me in a sense, like I'm the one being affected. And it's my well-being at the same time. So imagine my two kids and then mama. It's so difficult sometimes when you're not okay and then your kids are not. And I said, I'm on a maternity and I'm already experiencing that. What if I'm back to work? So that's motivated me to look for something else. And it's really important for a mom like us because things can happen. Just like what I said in my introduction or the first question, I said there were things that happened to us that we've never, really imagine that would happen, even the timings. So things can happen anytime in your life, whatever situation you are, things that would really stretch or challenge you as a person. And it would make you think, am I on the right direction, kind of thing. So as a mom, you have to be always kind of because when your kids come to school or your baby needs you, you have to be well enough to look after them. So having something like this, I wouldn't say a backup, because this is something, not just a backup. This is gold mine. This is something that I am actually excited to do full time.
Yes. Thank you for your answer. Yes, I totally agree with you. Um, and the thing is, like it's very important for the parents, to be present in the kids' life, especially, where they're growing, because they need that. They need to feel love. They need to feel that you are there for them. Um, and that's the case, like many parents, because they need to provide for their family, right? So they need to work like sometimes like two or three jobs, depending, their circumstance, and they miss the kids milestones. And when they're in the school and they have those school events, they look in the crowd to see if their parents are there watching, and it's sad sometimes, that kids looking for their parents and they're not there. Sometimes the grandma has to go there, or someone else, as a replacement to be there, but they're really looking for their mom, their dad to be there, their family. So yeah, so I would say, this business, allows you to be present for them, and not missing any milestones. So it's a really
Exactly.
good opportunity for the parents, yeah, to take in consideration. And like you mentioned, it's not a plan B, really, it's a plan A, but you can start it as a
Absolutely.
plan B, for those,
Yes, yes,
and then eventually turn it out to be your plan A, because that's how so many of the business owners,
yes,
that have gone into the business, they started as a plan B, but now becomes a plan A, and now they're there fully present on their lives of their kids and enjoying every
yes,
milestone. So that's the beauty of this business.
it is.
Yeah. Anybody else wanted to say something?
Uh, I love the way Kate said, as much as she loves her job, as time goes by, you realize your priorities, they change, and, your family, your children, you don't want to leave them. And for most of us here, we love our jobs, but then we realize as time goes by, priorities change. Family is important. Taking care of our health is important, because most of the time, these jobs that we are working, some of them we really need to put in a lot of time. Sometimes it's 12 hours, sometimes it's only one day off. And then you realize by the time you want to retire, oh gosh, other issues, health issues start emerging. And you don't want to put yourself at that point where you are like, oh my God, I was working this hard so that I can retire. And then when I'm just about to retire, other challenges come in through. So I think for anyone out there, it's important, to just realize how important it is to have a work-life balance and see how you can prioritize your time well, and find out how you can have, as Sandy was saying, you can start off as this as plan B, but eventually turn it around to be plan A. Because for most of us out there, it's either we have the challenge of time, we want to spend quality time with our families, financial circumstances where we want to increase our revenue so that we can do other things. So yeah, I love your story. Our priorities really
It,
actually change as time goes
yes.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've I've actually received, like, someone asked me, "Are you sure about what you're doing?" I mean, they know what I do. They know that, I'm it's a well-paid job, and they can see that I'm trained, I'm starting to trade that for this. And I was like, "Yes, absolutely." It's like we do hard work, but
Mhm.
would you choose to do a kind of a year or three hard work as compared to 30 years until
Yeah.
their traditional retirement age? So by the time we reach that, or I mean, how much energy have we have left to do things that we want to do, or how much of family moments or milestones have we missed? I mean, we try to do to provide. I mean, for me, everyone can see that people close to me, they know how much I put aside a time for my family. And however, it's it's like it gave me two really takeaways. It's work smarter, not
Mhm.
harder.
Mhm.
And I've already mentioned the other one, which is, I mean, it's given. I'll choose first to 3 years, 1 to 3 years, because I've seen people done it for a year. 1 to 3 years, persistence, hard work, compared to 30 years. I mean, that's not even a choice.
Yeah.
And absolutely, like, are you sure what, because people might be asking, might be wondering, what are they talking about, plan B or plan A? Because as everyone else, we started this as a side hustle. Mom, I mean, who would ever, but as you dive into the business, whatever period you're into, you will see the potential, you will see that it's gold mine, you'll see everyone succeeding. And I mean, everyone's doing it, whatever background they have, whatever situation or motivation, and that's it. And you have a community that build each other up, and a gold mine tools and training. I mean, absolutely, it's the best system
Yes.
ever. I'm not, overselling or like putting some any kind of icing on it, but I mean, it's a business that gives you a chance to see the result for yourself. So I don't need to say anything anymore about that. It's just to see for yourself.
Yes, well said. Yeah, I just wanted to add also, like, um, you mentioned, like, are you training, like, 3 to 4 years, well, let's say, compared to, working the entire, up to your 67 years old. Um, and even after you work so long, when you receiving that retirement plan, it's not enough. Considering all the inflation that is going up, it's not going to be enough for you to be comfortably living financially well. um Not considering like your health is going to be at that time too, right? So with this business, you have the legacy plan too, the one that you can pass on to your kids, something that you cannot do with your job,
Beautiful.
you know
Yes,
but
yes.
also, like, before you can pass it on to your kids, think it as your retirement plan, that you can use for the meantime. And then, when we are
Yeah.
no longer here, then you can pass it on to your kids. So there you go. So this shows, like, how amazing this business is. Yes, we put up the hard work, like you mentioned, 2 3 years, but eventually, we're gonna see the results. It's better than, working an entire life, and not getting those big results that we're gonna be getting, in 3 to 4 years. So yeah, so it's amazing what this business allows. And like we mentioned before, we wish we could have found it earlier, but everything comes, at the
Absolutely.
right time for us.
The
God's
right
timing is
time.
the best.
Exactly. Okay, so let's go to the next question.
Ooh, wonderful.
What has this business journey been like for you? How was the impact your how has impacted your life and skill that you have developed?
This business journey, I think if I'm going to take it in one word, if there's any greater word than amazing, it is. And every day I'm looking forward how I can bless other moms like me as well. So this is a start of what we do. We spread the news, and then we give them chances to see if this is something that would fit for them as well. And it helped me a lot during my postpartum period. And as an entrepreneur, I would say it has developed my leadership skills. It's something that probably I had before, but it's just because sometimes when you're in a busy career and you kind of um, think about other things, you forget about developing your own self. You put that aside, and then comes in other personal priorities as well. But in here, you can like it's a bonus. You can get personal development, you get leadership development, and it's amazing community. And then you're learning, and it's something that you can enjoy because it doesn't take up much of your time. It's something that you only do for like couple of hours a day, and that it just gives you, it makes you feel productive because you're not just doing something for yourself or your family, but you're also doing like kind of spreading the message to those who also wanted like kind of a change in their life. They wanted to like hungry for change. That everyone, I believe every one of us is similar in a way, different backgrounds. We are in a different locations around the world, but our motivations are kind of like similar. And in a different aspect. But it's something that it would be lovely for people to see. So hopefully we are doing our part for them to see this blessing.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. You know, um, we're not saying that this journey as an entrepreneur online is like everything like a flower. It's like as soon as you start,
No, yeah,
you're going to be making good money, like your business going to do good, you're going to develop really well. No, we're not doing that. We're just showing the opportunities that this business show you, you know. Yes, it's gonna be hard. More if you're not coming with a background, with a business background, or we do marketing. Yes, we do the social marketing, we do digital marketing. And if you're not used to that, it would take a little bit of work, but it's work that can be done. It's nothing like that you come like I have to spend 12 hours on. No, 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 no. And it's something, a work that you can also accommodate, so each person can have their journey different, but that's the good part about it, like you enjoy it. And as you said, our community is so amazing and so well, so like you feel supported, as a business owner. If you own, like you start your coffee shop, or or anything, you feel you're all by yourself, so you have to learn
yeah,
everything all by yourself. You don't get the support, and it happens. Sometimes you get support or your family and your friends. Sometimes you don't. You know,
yeah,
and that is what will show you, like that's we help you like to see how good you are developed, like on how hard things can be. But in this business you get the support of the whole community. When we say we get the support, we're saying like you have a question, there is always someone there for you. And the more amazing, the thing we're all proud about it, like for example right now, let's see, I'm doing something is really working for me, and I will show you guys what is working for me
Mhm.
without being selfish. Like you learn that because people does it so many times that you just do it naturally. As you say, you grow up so like mentally, because you see it. That's what you see at work. When we're at work, like or 9 to 5, it's completely different. Everyone is working for themselves.
For
you
themselves.
know yes, you want to, this need to be done. No, it's your work, you do it. You know what I mean? Like why do I have to go and give some pills, or that is not my patients, or why do I have to go and do a care if I'm not involved in the care? Like I'm not helping you, that's your patient. You know what I mean? So it's not that community help. And it happened not just in healthcare, it happened in all over the world, and more like everywhere. So, and just being, I would say, showing, like it's like be part of this community that change you, like the way that you think, like like all the backgrounds is amazing, because we just help each other, and that's the most amazing thing. We have our leaders, like they are being here in the business for 5-7 years, and a lot of people that are boss free, they are job quitters, and they are showing everyone behind them how they did it, step by step. Like I think where I already has said that before, like they show the blueprints.
yes,
Oh,
they do. Yeah, the most successful
true.
people in this business who's done it, whether they're, some people done it for a year or so, and it's so generous. And it's not like it's your team, this is my team, that is your team. It's just, no, everyone is just come in, this is what we do, this is what you can do, what's your question, we'll guide you for that. Okay. And it's just amazing.
And that's just amazing, and that help you, as a person, to
Yes.
develop to many things, and you work on your mentality. You things different. And when you are something like that, that's one thing that I always say that I'm proud of, because before, yes, I was making good money, but I didn't know what to do with my money. So when I say I don't know what to do with money, it's like money coming in, money coming out. And I didn't have an idea. all about I would say it like doing what your money like I didn't understood the money, like if that makes sense. So I was just getting a paycheck, buying things I need or whatever, but I didn't understood like how much I was trading for that money, how much time I was training for that money. So when you get that little bit understanding and you start reading books and you start working on your mentality, your skills as a person, as a developed, you help others, you are more like you're more human, in other words. I would say when people are saying, oh my gosh, you guys are making this so difficult. I'm so sorry. But it's true. It sounds like that's what we do. We're just sharing our experience, like how we feel, like how good this business is and how changed our life, how proud are we about this. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
Thank you, JC. Thank you, Kate. Okay, so we're gonna go with the next question.
Okay, so our next question is, how do you balance your various responsibilities, both personally and professionally, while running this business?
So, the people who are close to me would know me as an organized person. So, I'm trying to make sure that I am very much aware of my short term and long term priority. And I try, this is something I'm still developing and, improving along the way. I try to start with something that I can commit to, that I can finish in a certain period of time before I move on to the next. Especially when you're a mom, multitasking is kind of already part of your image. All moms can relate. It's something that you can run from for, because it's there. It's something that, oh, I have that ability. When you're a mom, you suddenly realize that this is something that it's not just you need to do, but you can do. But sometimes at the end of the day, you'll feel um mom can get tired too, and then a lot of moms now are working moms as compared in the past years. And i I try to organize my priorities. I've already said short term to long term, but short term first. Once I've known that, I make sure that if I start on something, it's something that I can commit to, completing, say, before the end of the day or a few days, and then I'll jump on to the next. So I think this is very important because there's a lot of things at home for yourself, for your children. At the moment, I'm doing this business and I'm a full time mom. So, I mean, I'm not even like looking at going back. So imagine if that is as well in the formula. So you're really gonna have to be the stronger version of yourself to be able um, to uh, cover all of your responsibilities or your tasks. That making sure that at the end of the day you have also something left for yourself. But most of the time for us moms and ladies, or everyone with multiple responsibilities, sometimes that's been missed. So I think it's a it's that is why it motivates me to look for something else that would as well make sure that I've got something for myself by the end of the day. So yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, because your story, you are actually, sharing to our audience that it is possible, to run this digital business as a busy mom, as a busy profession, because we have other entrepreneurs who are working, and they are also taking care of the family. We have this frequent question, most people, especially for the aspiring entrepreneurs, they always say they don't have time, they are busy. But one thing we also like to keep sharing, that this is your business. So as long as you know your why did I start this business? Keep reminding yourself, why did I start this business? For sure, if you organize your activity, you will get time, to allocate even if it's just 1 hour in a day, because it's your business. The beauty of this business is that no one is coming after you every time to, did you finish your training? It's your
Yes.
business.
No pressure. No pressure. You don't need
Pressure.
an 8-hour shift
No.
to do the business. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's because, being professions, we are used to, making sure that we have finished our duties. There's someone who is checking on you, your supervisor. So we have that same mentality that I can do this business because, maybe I won't finish. It's your business. I can share and you can relate with this. Like you do your training at your own pace. You can just focus on 30 minutes on your business in a day, depending. And actually we all have time. It's just that the skill of managing our activity is something that most of us, it's a challenge. It's still a challenge to me. I am trying and I'm becoming better actually since I started this business, because of the business masterminds that we
Yes.
have every week actually for our viewers, just teaching us to treat this amazing opportunity like your business, because we are coming from professions where, this is our first time to have our own digital business. The people have the mentality like, I need to put a lot of time in this business. No, you don't have to. So thank you so much for sharing. For our viewers out there, for busy professionals, aspiring entrepreneurs who say, I don't have time. You have time. That time that you're scrolling through your phone, just try and see how much time you spend on your phone every day, and see how
Yes.
much, a lot of time you're wasting. So 30 minutes of your time, when you're having your break is enough. And you can even actually wake up. We had another guest who is also a mom, and she was saying she wakes up very early in the morning because she knows at this time my kids will be waking up. She wakes up a little bit early, 40 minutes early, and do a few things, and be able to accomplish something in the morning, at least 40 minutes, and then during the day, maybe around lunch hour, she can allocate another 30 minutes, small bits of time. And by the end of the day, it's like 1 hour or maybe 1 hour and a half. So time is just the power of knowing how to manage our activities. Otherwise, these business opportunities, it's possible for busy professionals, for busy mom, for anyone out there, looking for an opportunity. Yeah, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, we're gonna go for the next question. Oh,
Sorry. What role has the community played in your growth and success as a business owner?
I'm very grateful for a very supportive community, so passionate and committed to helping others succeed. And it's just like 24/7 kind of support system. Whenever you need, like, you have a question that you're not sure about. So there's always someone there, not just to answer your question in literal way, but there's also always like a supplement kind of, you'll feel that, oh, I'm not alone, I'm doing this, it's my own business, but I
Mhm.
get to have that kind of support that I didn't even ask. So imagine how lovely that one is. It just makes your working environment, if you're in a like kind of office, it makes your work environment so lovely and peaceful. You're gonna look forward coming in because everyone is just so like-minded, everyone's so inspiring, supportive. They've got their own stories, they've got, things they have in their life, ongoing. But once they dive into the business, and they're ready to support someone, they're ready to kind of shift to their, say, to shift to their better self, to be able to that person as well, to kind of resonate what they feel, and how they feel. So when you're into it, like, you feel the energy, and you'll feel how inspiring, supportive. So in business is like our life as well. There's ups and downs, and that's reality. It's not like we're just saying to everyone, oh, come on, this is amazing. All they can hear from us are amazing, because we are just so excited. So sorry, guys. We can only say the word amazing and exciting because it is. But in life, it's also like life, there's ups and downs, but when you have the best system, and you have a supportive community, and then plus your motivation, you can be successful with hard work and persistence. Success is just around the corner for anyone. And just like one of our co-hosts here mentioned earlier, that it's made for everyday people.
Mhm.
So no background needed. You don't need to be a tech savvy. It's made for everyday people who are hungry for change, or who just want to live their life in their own terms.
Yes, yes, our community. So everyone out there, as I think was already say a little bit, we talked on the last question. Yeah, like you are not alone, and that's what the community is there, and it's there for you to support you on the business, and the also community is there to support you on your normal life. Like and it have happens like we have groups. They are not even related with the business. Like sometimes we have group, like we have the Spanish group. They're all the people that speak Spanish, and we meet there and we talk about the business and we support each other. There are groups out there. They are like locational group, like for where you are from, like maybe Ontario or Quebec or Germany. They are group there that we actually help you on the things that you need. But since you start on the community, you get a coach and you get a mentor right away. How amazing is that? And it's not something that you have to that you have for a month and then you have to pay extra to get them all the time there. No, it's not like that. They are always there for you. Plus you have the whole community, and that's the I think we're so proud about this community, because it's all around the world. You can find someone
Yes,
anywhere. Yeah, so if
it's
you don't
amazing.
Mhm. You don't
It's
understand
amazing.
like what I do. Sometimes I don't understand things because I'm not good with technology. I ask Sandy, and sometimes when I was like, Sandy, can you speak Spanish for me? So you can and that's the good thing. You can find, it doesn't have to be on your upline or downline or whatever you call that. It doesn't have to be in part of your group. You can actually be um a you can actually be supported by someone out there that is resonate with you. Like I think like it was happening today. Most of us, we don't know each other. Like we haven't even meet in person. I meet Sandy in one of our conventions. We also get conventions like you go and talk about and we actually can connect in person life. We also get together so we actually can connect. We do so many things, and it's just that support that help you to succeed, because when you get the support, you believe in yourself, you believe that you can do it, you believe on your
Yeah.
dreams, and then things happen. So if we believe on you, for everyone is watching us, we believe on,
Yes.
yes,
I,
we believe
I
you
mean, I
want a
love the
better future.
diverse. Yes, I love the diversity of this that we have in this digital business. It's not a while ago when I had I was a guest in another kind of live session, and we were both in the UK, but it's kind of showing how diverse we are in this business, and yet we are united with a passion and commitment to help others as well succeed in life. So which business can you get that? Is kind of the core of what it does is is the people. The people is inside it. So it's like we and a lot of people might be asking, "Oh, it's a nice business, a successful business. Why not keep it for yourself? Are you doing this? Are you because you want to recruit people?" No, just like where we were before we had
Mhm.
or found this business. We found it in a point in our life when we needed it the most. It was a blessing. For me, it was for the most people I've already met in this business, whether virtual or in person. And it's a blessing we'd like to share. And I mean, which business, whether it's a digital business or other business or traditional business, which business that operates with only one person. Whatever business you're into, whether you're on your professional job or traditional business or other businesses, the business succeed with a team.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're an employee and you have an employer, it's the same thing. We don't function in this world without team or people. And inside the family, it's the same thing, or friendship, it's the same thing. So I think that's it. It's the core of it, because people will ask, why not just keep it for yourself? It's success, isn't it? We do get that
Yeah.
questions. We
Yes.
do. And I'm sure you're doing this because you want to know. And I mean, like, we share the message and it's up to you. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
difference between recruiting. Someone will kind of like maybe force you, sales talk to you, until you say yes, bug you, and message you. No, we spread the message, you receive
It's up
it,
to you.
you try, and then if it's for you, it's for you. If not, it's fine.
Yes. Totally agree with you. Okay, so we're gonna go with the next and last question.
Okay, so the next question is what advice would you give to hardworking professionals or parents who are seeking an additional source of income?
This is a very, very nice question. I've only got a couple of things to say. It's never too late to start.
Mhm.
Wherever you are in the world, whatever situation you're in, whatever background you're from, it's never too late to start. And this is very important. Choose a business that doesn't promise you anything, but letting you see the result for yourself. That is very important for me. No promises, but see for yourself.
Thank you so
Wow.
much, Kate. Very, very inspiring and very powerful words there. We do have a comment here from
Ooh,
Maria Perlita. Hello, ladies. Thank you, Maria Perlita, for watching and for your comment.
lovely.
Okay, so we have arrived to the end of the live. So we're just gonna do a little recap.
Ooh. It's already the end. I didn't even feel that. I love talking to these ladies. We're just in a chat room. I didn't even know,
Let's
oh,
stay
we're
here until
live.
tomorrow.
No,
And talk about this
it's like a
amazing
chat
business.
room for us.
I know we love to talk, but that's why we love to talk. Usually our lives is like around 1 hour, so but yeah, we love to talk about the because we love the business, with all the benefits that it offers, and then hearing from different people's stories, is so inspiring, to hear, like we all have something in common, but at the same time, uh, we bring, like those experiences, those struggles, and we share it together, and that's what keeps us, like going, and inspiring us. I think we.
Okay, Sandys, I know we're on time, but can I just add something on that? It's really nice what you said.
Yeah.
It's the people see people say people would say, I'm not comfortable on what you're doing. I mean, not all people would love to be on the camera doing live talking. I mean, yeah, Yasi already mentioned earlier. At first, she thought she's camera shy. You don't need to do exactly the same thing. For us, I think we, the ladies here, like, we can't contain our excitement, and we'd love to do lives. Um, just few weeks ago, I've started my first one. I was nervous, but then when you start something that that would inspire other people as well, you just talk, like, don't think of it as you're doing live, and you just talk about it. You just share your knowledge, and you just share your story, and that's it. I mean, you don't need to do exactly the same thing as this as well. Would I did need to do live when I'm in the business as well? No, it's your business. You take responsibility on your own on how you would like your business to run in a way that it would also reach other people. So it's all up to you. It's your own strategy. But we've got like kind of like a system, or from people who are already successful, suggestions and learnings that they've all summarized for us. Things like all the takeaways, and you just have to take leverage on it. We're so lucky. We're so lucky to have those knowledge from people who's sharing it, successful people in this business. So yes, don't be afraid. Don't worry. You don't need to do exactly the same thing.
Yes, well said. Yes, because like going live is optional. We do go in live because that's the way that we can connect with our audience. We can show them what we do, and also have guests join in and sharing their experience too. So showcase that it's not only us. It's different people. From different backgrounds, like we mentioned before. You don't have to have any technical skill or business skills. We all come from different backgrounds and join this business, and like some of us have some experience, some of us doesn't, but we're always learning. Like we
Yeah.
never stop learning in this business, and that's one of the beauties that I love about the business.
And we just do it too because we want to show to people that we are real people.
Yes.
You like,
Yes,
we're not
yes.
robots. We're not like, we're real
No, we
people
are
with real life
absolutely.
and with real work. Like we're like we have our 9 to 5. Some of us are full time, part time, but we're on this together and we believe in our dream, and that's what we're here for.
Yes.
Mexico, Canada, UK, all different timings.
Yes. Okay. So let's do the little recap from today. So we started today talking about what motivated us to explore the online digital business, um especially like we talk about Kate, with her background, and she explained a little bit about that. And then also we talk about how did we came across this digital business. So for some of us was watching an ad, for some of us was a friend that was doing the business. So different reasons, different ways that we came across. And then what were the steps that Kate took to transition from becoming a digital business owner? So that was a very good explanation, especially, she's new into the business. So you can get to see, how was the process to be able to join the business. So that's very good to, if you watch the replay, make sure that you watch that part so you understand the whole process of that. And then also Kate is explained, as a mother and parent, why she believes, that it's essential to have an online business. And yes, it is very essential because, it's very important to be there for your kid. And as many of parents that, are working, many times they don't have that flexibility to be able to ask for time off to take them to the doctor or stay at home because they're sick. Some bosses are flexible, and they are considerate to give you the time off, but some of them they are not. So then that's the choice where you have to, or it could be your job that is demanding that you're in a position where you're not able to actually leave the job. Um, so those, taking in consideration those things, you want to be present for your kid because you don't want to miss any milestone, and then wait until later they're older and then regret that you miss all those moments that you could have been with them. So having this online business will allow to be present on their lives, and enjoy it. We also talk about how was the business journey for Kate, and how has impacted her life and the skill that she has developed. So she has talked about that, the knowledge that she has gained with the training, the people that she has met along the way on her journey and all that. We also talk about the various responsibilities, how she balanced that professionally and personally, and we understand, like as a mom, like it's kind of like it's on her nature, because they juggle with so many things at the same time with the kids, so they have a little bit of that on them. But also, it's not easy to sometimes, adapt a new thing into your life, but with like it takes some time to adjusting and finding ways, how to make it is, but it's never like impossible. It's just a matter of adjusting and schedule, yeah, sometime there, sometime here, sometime there, but it's feasible. The other thing we talk about was the role of the community that plays in the growth success. in the business, which I totally agree. I think one of the key success for this business is the community, because if you look at other businesses, they don't have that support that you get here. Especially, like having a mentor who's there for you, in guiding you and all that. In other business, you have to pay for a mentor, and it's not for always. It's only like if you need the mentor for 1 month, you pay only for 1 month, and after that, you're on your own. So here is totally the opposite. You have a mentor that is with you, guiding you. You have the community that gives you that support emotionally, technically, celebrating little and big milestones, all the new connections that you do around the globe, um, and then collaboration, like right now, we're collaborating, with each other. Each one of us has our own business, but we are collaborating to bring you the information, sharing our experiences, our journey in the online business. So the community is amazing. um, and then Kate gave her last advice to any hardworking professional or parents out there, who are seeking additional source of income. So if you guys wanna, I wanna remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinar. So if you wanna catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that. Oh, you're muted. Yeah, sorry.
There. Sorry, guys. So you just hear Tuesdays and Thursdays are a live webinar. So just register and you will receive the link to assist to one of these ones. So these people right here, they were on the last webinar last Thursday, September 27th. Our host was Malu. She's a banker, risk and compliance. We also, and then we have our panelists. So we had Jael. She's an HR recruitment professional. Sharon, a certified public accountant, and Lynn, she's a nurse, and we also have Elizabeth, is a former QC inspector, and now, guys, she's a job queer. Thank you to this business.
Okay, and the rest of our panelists, we have Seda, who is a childcare educator. We have Rose, who is a former government employee. We have Sydney, who is a teacher. So these were the panelists that we had for our last webinar, which was on Thursday, September 26th. In case you'd love to catch up for the replay, you can visit our website and just put your information there, your name and your email address to catch up for the replay. But normally we have a new panelist every week, every Tuesday and Thursday.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Melissa. And yes, just mentioning again that all replays have subtitles in any languages. So if your English is not that strong, you can pick a subtitle in your language, and you should be able to watch the live, the replay webinar. And for the live webinar, we also have subtitles now in 5 languages. So those 5 languages are Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. And if you guys want to follow us in our business pages, they are on the screen on the top here. So you can follow us to let us to get to know us a little bit more and about the business. And also our website is on the screen. So if you want to know a little bit more of the business, just make sure you go and register in our website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you the invitation to the webinar, the 90 minutes webinar, where you will get to see, the business plan that we offer, and also testimonials of business owners and of the community. And also, you get invited to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from business owners of our community and some information about the business. So we want to thank all the viewers today that watch us. And for those who are watching the replay, please let us know on the comments where you're watching from, so we can show that we are global. And thank you for all the emojis, all the comments, and especially thank you to our guest today, Kate, for
Thank you.
coming to our live and
Oh, thank
sharing.
you, ladies. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
So until the next episode of the Global
Global
Digital
digital success
Success
talk.
Talk. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Thank you
Good
for
night.
watching. Bye bye.